you shall begin to see what the Lord has in store for you.
God preserves faithful people.
If you do this, your life will turn around.
When God blesses you, the world will begin to be mesmerized by what the Lord is doing in your life. Father, I pray, release the grace of being faithful in this commission. Takes single ladies make. Number one, making yourself too available. Young ladies. You know, women are lovers and givers. And they assume that's how men are. Men are not givers. No, men are killers. They're hunters. But women are lovers and givers. So they assume that that's how men are. We are not like that. When you are too available to men, it erodes your value and your respect. So, young ladies, manage your availability. Manage the gift of your presence. So, ladies, they fall in love, and after every 2 hours, how are you doing? What's up? Good night. Good morning. Have you eaten? Where are you now? You know, those things, you are too available. For men, you drain men by being too available. You see, Adam lived many years before Eve came. We can exist without ladies. We lived like that in Adam. So when you are a lady, you think, I have to keep on following you. What's up? I'm now getting into the mat. I'm going to town. I'm taking lunch. How about you? That too available, it drains men emotionally because men need space while women need companionship. This is just terrible. It's a terrible thing. Men need space while ladies need companionship. Ladies, they want you to be there every now and then. They want when they call, at the first beep, immediately you receive. If it calls 3-4 times, what is everything else? Where were you? And they are always sharp to listen, to try to decode the environment. Because they have that mentality. Please, ladies, manage your availability. Giving too much has an adverse effect on men. Too much, too quickly, is not good for men. As I said, Adam was alone for a long time in the garden. So he mastered how to live alone. So if you are entering into his space, you must manage your availability. Are you hearing that? So, just as you know, too available breeds contempt. Familiarity breeds contempt. That is how it is in relationship. So don't reduce your value. You see, valuable things are not easily available. They are not easily found. So if you are easily found, you're asking, where are you? Where do you want to be? I'll be there. I'll be there. You're always available. You're always available. That one is destructive. Let me read for us Proverbs 27 and verse 7. This is the first mistake that most ladies make. Just because this young man has called you an angel, it's not true. You are not an angel. So relax. Probably that mouth has spoken to 10 more, calling them angels. So you are just one of the possible angels. Yeah. So the Bible says, the full soul, that's what? It loathes the honey. And you know how honey is sweet? But when it's too much, if I bring a jar of honey here, and I tell Mido here, take it, he will start very excitedly. But within no time, he will feel like vomiting. Yet it is very sweet. That is how it is in relationship. Too much availability will make you to be hated. It will lower your value. The full soul loathes the honeycomb. But when there is managing presence, when you appear, even if you will not be well dressed, he will enjoy it. That's what the Bible is telling us here. To a hungry soul, every bitter thing is sweet. So watch out. Be scarce to increase your value. Ladies, don't forget that. Be scarce to increase your value. Are you ready for coffee? Yes. Where? Where do we meet? No, just say, oh, thank you. I'm a bit engaged. The following days, I want us to take lunch. Oh, thank you. Unfortunately, I am busy. You tell him like that for a month. You will provoke the hunter gene in a man. And that is when now the game becomes on the side of men. Men enjoy hunting. They enjoy hunting. But if you are too available, they get bored with you very fast. But when you are scarce, they know this one is serious. This one is a serious gazelle to hunt. So they organize themselves. They will work on themselves. And that is why most men after marriage, they go to sleep. They don't hunt again. And the relationship dies. Because they love hunting. After marriage, we train people. Give that man a project. Because men are project oriented. They don't like the process. They just love the project. Okay? We will get to that as we continue. This is our first training for the young men. So we'll be having this as many times as you people are ready to have. So watch out. That is the first mistake. Look at Proverbs 25, verse 16 and 17. Proverbs 25, verse 16 and 17. Hast thou found honey? Eat so much as is sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled therewith and vomit. You're being told, manage your availability. Don't eat too much. You will vomit. You will lose that relationship by being too available. Withdraw thy foot from thy neighbor's house, lest he be weary of thee, and so hate thee. So this habit of you're always together, you're always talking, chatting. Get busy. Do something else. Not you're always chatting, talking, all this. And exchanging photos. The Bible is saying if you continue like that, you are attracting hate. That's the first mistake ladies make. You don't have to call every now and then. I miss you. I can't sleep. Go to bed. Take Piriton. Do more productive things. You are not sleeping because you are not tired. So work. It will help you to sleep. Love doesn't die of starvation. Write this down. Love does not die of starvation, but of indigestion. Too much of it is what kills love. So have your own life. Have other things that you can do. Don't sit there waiting to be married. Don't insist on talking every time. It will weary him very soon. So indigestion kills love. I'm missing you too much. I can't help it. My heartbeat is running very fast. You are my eyes. Come and cool me down. Those poems, they won't help you. Just, I'm telling you, I've been in this for the last 27 years. So listen when I speak. Yeah. I can tell you the truth. Too much of it is indigestion. Yeah. So, discuss. Get busy. Make sure you're doing something. Number 2 mistake. Men, you are learning that. Yeah. You're also learning as we talk about ladies. So number 2 mistakes is not defining relationships and clear commitments of relationships. Somebody has been chatting with you, talking with you, and ladies, the immediate conclusion is that they are loved. Many ladies have friendships that they can't tell where it is going. They are in what we call situationships. What did I call it? Yes, they're in a situationship. They don't know what is happening or where it is heading. Please, ladies, if there is somebody who's been showing a lot of interest in you, always wanting to talk to you, always telling you, oh, my day was very hard, and all that, and don't just take it lightly. Don't rush into conclusion. And then you begin to give too much in order to help them decide to marry you. Don't. Please define that relationship. Somebody will behave with you like that for 5-10 years, and it's not telling you anything, only to be slapped with a wedding invitation. That is marrying. Because you are in a situationship that you refuse to define. Okay? You hear somebody saying that, hey, we have been in a friendship for 7 years. So I know anytime he'll propose. 7 years? Are you studying medicine? 7 years. Please define those relationships, because at the end of it, you will feel so used by that man. You will feel abused because the guy will be enjoying it, but you're just hoping he will come around. Somebody came and said, Apostle, I need you to pray for my boyfriend to have the courage to propose. The prayers people demand. I pray for this young man to get the courage to propose. Why? What is making the lady think he doesn't have courage? Conclusions in their mind that I'm the one. Please don't be in that situation. Are you hearing me? Young ladies, don't be in that kind. You see somebody seems interested, sit him down. Tell him, Mr. Man, let's know, where are we going? What is this heading? Okay? Yeah. Because if you fail to ask, you fall into the mistake of now giving too much to help him decide. You begin to visit him. You want to have sex with him to try to convince him that you are good. No, don't. Don't. Just have the relationship defined. Most ladies have wasted time in this kind of relationship. So don't be passive. Don't be meeting his needs yet. Your own you are not met. Let me say this something. It will help you. Standards don't push away serious prospects. For ladies, hear this. Setting standards will not push away serious men. People actually men who are serious, they enjoy standards. You see, men don't hide their expectations. They will talk about it. You hear men telling you, hey, wait, I look forward to when I'll be having my own wife and will be having children with my wife. You are there, but you are not being mentioned. It's very clear that you are not in his future. But still you are assuming you are his future. Define that relationship of paying fare for you. Let him define it. Okay? Every now and then he gives you 200. He puts credit in your... Define that relationship. What is it for? What is it for? Are you a beggar? You are not. So let it be clear from the beginning. And please, ladies, be ready to walk away. Let me tell you, relationships are like negotiations. If you don't agree, you walk away. Negotiations don't have to be, this has to be it or not. No. It's negotiation. You don't agree, walk away. You don't have to be clingy. You don't have to be so stingy. You're holding on him, not releasing him. Be ready to walk away. I told us 3 things that people confuse for love. Infatuation, that is one-sided. Obsession, a conviction that that is the only person there is for you in the world. And sexual attraction. Those 3 people confuse for love. And it is dangerous. I told us, as far as scripture is concerned, we do not marry for love. We love who we marry. That's the biblical principle. The worldly principle says, you love, then marry. But it has been confirmed, love changes anytime. There are people who are married and they don't feel like seeing each other. Many people who are divorcing, actually, they are saying, I still love him, but I can't stand him. So love is overrated. Adam did not fall in love. He fell in need. Okay? Isaac did not know Rebekah. He loved her after accepting her. So this thing of feeling, I'm sleepless, I'm this, and therefore I'll marry, it will die. When that feeling dies, what will you do? That's why we have people who have loved several. So watch out. These truths are very helpful. So ladies, watch out for that second suicidal mistake. Define relationship. Somebody seems very concerned about you, and you are, it's not even coming out clearly what he wants to do with you. Yet you can feel that he wants to be close to you. Now, tell him, define what exactly does he want with that relationship. If he tells you that he's thinking of you in terms of marrying you, don't settle at that. Ask him the next question. When? When? So that he does your time. If he tells you in the next 10 years, then you have an answer already, isn't it? Yeah. Or somebody just says you, well, I'm not very sure. I'm thinking about it. You should think together about it. But if he wants to think about it, something is fishy. Let the relationship be defined. Be defined. Okay? Very important. Very, very important. So, number 3. This is another suicidal mistake. This is for ladies. This is for ladies. Giving too much too soon. Giving too much too soon is the third suicidal mistake. Women believe that they need to give too fast to show they are serious. Please don't invest what you have too fast. Ladies, don't give too much too soon. So somebody has just said, oh, look, you're so beautiful. I'm feeling some vibe. And here, I'm looking at you, seeing that we can produce about 4 kids, And somebody becomes Shakespeare and begins to write a Romeo and Juliet on you. Please don't be very quick. How many of you play video games, or you have ever played video games? You have played them? Yeah, my favorite was Need for Speed. The one for driving cars. My goodness. I would go from level to level. Yes. So how many of you have played those computer games? They have levels. You graduate, maybe after one level, you are added another superpower, isn't it? If you graduate, maybe you are given another rank, another gun, another this. It is so interesting. They cannot give you everything at the first level. In relationship, speed kills. In relationship, speed kills. Don't give too much too soon. Don't give too much too soon. Give him time to unveil you like a chapter. Yeah. So don't meet the first day and you say, look, I was born in a rainy day. This is the name I was given. I went to this school. I'm the number 3 in my family. My dad, my mom, they are divorced. I have stayed with my auntie. I have 3 aunties. I went to this school. I failed this. I did this. Or you are exposing too much too soon. And there is an information you can give that will chase him away. So allow him time to learn you level by level. Spread the experience of knowing who you are over time. All right? That is so important. Let him earn points to the next level. Ladies, allow him to do what? To earn points so that you can keep on telling him something else. So don't be quick to share everything about you too soon. Some of your past can frighten out a possible mate. Yes, I can tell you for sure. There are some truths that cannot be handled at the early stage of a relationship. Even for God, our own God. In the Old Testament, he had 4 levels. There was the outer court, there was the inner court, and there was the Holy of Holies. Anybody could access the outer court, but not everybody could access the Holy of Holies. So please allow that person that seems interested in you to learn you little by little. And the same case goes for men. Although most men, they don't expose themselves. Most men, they don't talk a lot. They answer what you ask. Because men talk for information, while ladies talk for affection. That's the difference. So men can keep quiet the whole day. And you ask him, why are you not calling? And they will tell you, I have nothing to say. And it's true. They have nothing to say. When we have something to say, that's when we talk. Men talk for information. Ladies talk for connection. That is the difference. We are 2 different creatures. So don't be quick to share everything. And at this point, let me say, don't give money too soon. Don't give money too soon. Don't invest together too soon. Don't spend the night together. Don't buy clothes that resemble too soon. Because it will destroy. Patience and process are the masters of genuine relationship. Write that down. Patience and process are the masters of a genuine relationship. Somebody who is rushing you to bed is not ready for you in life. Somebody who is already sending you their pictures in their shower is not serious at all. Run away from them. Don't give too much too soon. You want to know a genuine relationship? Take that person through the process. Somebody says he's in love with you and would like to marry you. You tell him, okay, take me to your parents. Take me to your parents. Introduce me to your brothers and your sisters. If that person says no, let's keep it silent. Let's hide it fast. It's because you are not the only one. There are several others. So that person is juxtaposing who is who has more points than the other. All right? So, watch out. Watch out. If, for example, you say, I cannot have sex with you before marriage. Then he says, no, I cannot marry before testing. What will you do? Because nowadays they are doing that. Nowadays, most young people, they are saying, I can't marry somebody unless I'm very sure that this is it. Now, sex is not something you can undo. Once you do it, you cannot undo. It remains in your mind. It remains as a template that you cannot put aside. And it will keep interfering with your future relationships unless God helps you. So, you must set up those boundaries that no sex before marriage. If he riots, you know he was a fake from the beginning. You tell him, let's talk to your pastor. He says no. You know definitely he's not ready to go through the process. So set clear boundaries and stick to them. Refuse to send your pictures. He says, hey, come and cook for me. I want to know whether you are a good cook. Tell him to go to a hotel and buy himself chips. Why should he try to confirm you can cook in his house? Tell him you cannot cook for other people except your family. If he cannot be patient with that, you are proving that is a forgery. He's a fake person with fish. Number 4, suicidal mistake. And actually this one applies to more even men. Throwing away other vital relationships. Throwing away other vital relationships. It's another suicidal mistake. Women love love. They get drowned in love that they don't care about other relationships that made them before the new guy came. Please listen to that. It's so powerful. Let me say that again. Women get drowned in love that they don't care about other relationships that made them before the new guy came. So, as soon as the new guy comes, you don't want anything to do with your parents. You don't want to do anything with the youth patron or anybody around you. You want, you hibernate into that. That is suicidal. That is suicidal. Because romantic relationship is not enough to produce a balanced life. So don't neglect your friends because of the new guy. Don't dump them because of the new interest. Please don't forget your family at the expense of the romantic relationship you have gotten yourself into. Do not deflect your pastor and your mentors. Don't tell them, no, I don't need you. Please, make sure you are allowing the vital relationships to remain there. Let them see you falling in love. Let them be there to protect you. Let them see that you have fallen in love with someone. Reveal the new guy to the vital relationship that have been caring for you. Because when the vital relationships around you notice, they will tell you, that one. No. Because they are not in the whirlwind of love. They can see very clearly. They will tell you, this is a fake. This one is a fake. They will tell you. Because especially those who have been in marriage, they already know. They can almost forecast where you're going. Hallelujah. So, do not throw away other vital relationships because of the new interest. When you mess, write this down, when you mess important relationships, you tolerate abusive relationship. When you mess important relationships, you tolerate abusive relationship. I'll never forget this young lady, not really young as it were. She was about 36 there. So we were with her. She was very committed, very devoted. She was a chaste lady in the church, very prayerful, was doing evangelism. And then in the church, there was an elder, a church elder was 54. He had divorced his wife. And then this elder comes and proposes to this 36-year-old virgin lady. So the lady agrees And says yes. So she comes to us and says, hey, I've fallen in love. You have fallen in love? Who is that? Then she says, Elder so and so. I said, God forbid. As if she was my daughter. I said, God forbid. She said, what are you saying? I have fallen in love. And she said this, unless God speaks to me audibly, I cannot change. Unless God speaks how? Audibly. She won't change. I told her, you have lived a faithful life. I asked her, have you known how this man was divorced? What made him to be divorced? She said she doesn't care. Okay. Pastor Grace begged her in tears, because we would see she was going into a very dangerous place. She was begged in tears. But her conclusion was, unless God speaks to me audibly, I won't stand. So they hurried the wedding. So she got married. The first week after the honeymoon, she comes and she was giving a testimony. She said she was giving the testimony. She was very happy and was saying, oh, God is faithful. The devil has been ashamed. And now I have a husband. Actually, I am surprised how people who are married, they have a very hard time. They are not happy. Pastor, she looked at the pastor and said, Pastor, please organize a meeting for me. I teach them how to live in a marriage, in a happy 1 week. 1 week. We looked at her and said, okay. We'll see you. The second week, she was beaten by that man, a beating that she needed bone soup to recover for the next 3 weeks. She could not leave the house. She had wounds all over, beaten, and we had warned her. We told her, find out why the other woman left him. And after 6 months, she was chased out at night. She could not listen. Dear ones, relationship is not strange. There are people who've been there. We see red flags. We see danger before it happens. So don't throw away other vital relationships. They are your security. What did I say? Yeah, they are your security. So don't throw away your parents. Don't throw away your friends. Don't throw away your mentors. Don't throw away your pastor. Don't deflect them just because of the interest of a new guy who just came and found you mature. Please, watch out. Know that other relationships protect and produce balance. So keep in touch with them. Inform them when you have fallen in life. Number 5 mistakes most young ladies make is the suicidal mistake of not building yourself. Not building yourself. This is worse. I think ladies have more suicidal mistakes than men. Not building yourself. Most are focused on attraction. Their attraction capacity is 100%. They attract without capacity to keep what they attract. So, don't focus on the campaign and forget how to run the government. Don't focus on attraction. Okay? It's a mistake that many ladies make. They don't build themselves. Many ladies are just in a waiting mode. They are waiting for proposal. They are waiting to be married. In the meantime, they invest in their head. Their headgear is very expensive. Their facial, whatever, creams and powders is expensive. Do you know one body could be using 4 different creams? Can you imagine? The life of a lady is difficult. It takes the grace of God to be a lady. You have the face, whatever. You have the hand creams. You have the neck creams. You have the leg cream. Plus the foundation and the rest of the things. The earring, the wig, the eyebrows, the lipstick, and the lip balm. It's so expensive. Just this small thing. Can you imagine? It must be difficult being a lady. But I want to challenge you. Let me read for you this and don't be offended. Proverbs 11 verse 22. Proverbs 11 verse 22. Ladies, please accept to build yourself. Your single life is not for waiting. Write that down. If you are a young lady, your single life is not for waiting. So Proverbs 11 verse 22 says, as a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without distraction. You know a pig. Pigs are known to be very dirty. But if you put a jewel of gold on the nose of a pig, how long will it last being clean? Within a minute, it will just dive into any dirt. And this is exactly what happens for most ladies who are refusing to develop themselves. So you have no skill. You have no money-making skill. So you're just waiting and targeting brothers in prayer. I target him. I arrest his heart. He cannot love anybody else. In the name of Jesus, I arrest his thinking. He will only meditate about, no, relax your life. Build yourself. Ladies, build yourself. Get yourself a skill. Do something with your life. Your single life is not for waiting. Your single life is for preparing. So develop yourself like the Proverb 31 woman. The Proverb 31 woman, she developed herself in 7 areas. Can I tell you those 7 areas? Ladies, can I tell you? And this applies to both sides. Develop yourself in 7 areas. Number 1, or A, develop yourself spiritually. Develop yourself spiritually. Many young men are prepared social medially. They are on Instagram, on WhatsApp, on Twitter, on Facebook, and the other facing. Any social media. They are well developed. They have 1,000 following. They know how to Google. All these things. Develop yourself spiritually by reading the word, by being a person given to prayer. Follow God's path for your life. You are developing yourself spiritually. Number 2, develop yourself financially. Develop yourself financially. Work with your hands. Don't say, I'll marry somebody who has money. I'll marry somebody who sort out my needs. Nowadays, if you ask the young men, they are saying, I am looking for a lady who can take care of me. Because they also need to be taken care of. So you cannot just hang there. You are not preparing, developing yourself financially. And you want to have a happy marriage. Work with your hands. Do whatever it takes so that you can be of value. The proverb that one woman was into export and import. She was exporting things and importing things. She was into textile industries. If you read Proverbs that one, you'll be surprised. Number 3, develop yourself domestically. Domestically. By this, we mean in terms of cooking. There are ladies who don't know how to cook. They don't know how to clean. They don't have to arrange their house. You got to develop yourself in those areas. Men, know how to cook for yourself. Know how to clean yourself and your clothes. Know how to organize your own small room. That is developing yourself domestically. As a young man, I was not eating in hotels. I would cook for myself. By the grace of God, I learned to cook when I was very young. From class 5, I learned how to cook chapo in class 5. So, train yourself domestically. Know how to wash clothes. So, you are not looking for a clothes washer. Okay? You are not looking for a cook. You are looking for companionship. So develop yourself domestically. The first name given to a woman is a helper. Is a helper. He's coming to help you. He's not coming for you to stop doing everything. You're supposed to be doing everything, so she just comes in to help. So you can't say, I don't know how to cook, I don't know how to wash, and so forth and so forth. Develop yourself domestically. Number 4, develop yourself mentally. This Proverb 31 woman was wise. She was wise. She was also into real estate. She was an entrepreneur. Her mind was sharp. So don't focus on your beauty only. Develop your mind. Develop your mind. Get to know the political terrain of the land. Get to know the investments that are productive. Get to know about the changes around the world. Have at least some little information about things. Develop your mind. Okay? Develop your mind. Hallelujah. Number 5, develop yourself physically. That is, be fit. Be fit physically. Make sure your body is physically fit. Number 6, develop yourself emotionally. Emotionally. That is, you are able to handle things that come your way. You are stable emotionally. It's very important. Develop yourself emotionally. There are several types of intelligence. There is IQ. IQ, that is intelligent quotient. Okay? That one is where when we go to school, they are developing that area, the IQ. And that is what makes one number 1 and the other one is the last one because of the degree of IQ. Then there is something called EQ, emotional quotient. It is that intelligence that has to do with emotions. How are you able to handle your emotions? Somebody has hurt you and you are busy gnashing your teeth and vibrating because you cannot handle your anger. Emotional quotient, very important. Then there is SQ. SQ is social quotient. You know, you have people skills. You know how to talk to people. Okay? And so forth, and so forth. So, develop yourself emotionally. And finally, develop yourself socially. Socially. Know how to relate to different classes of people with respect. Let's look at the suicidal mistake number 6. Number 6, suicidal mistake number 6. Remember, after a short break or lunch break, we are going to have a Q&A, a question and answer. So you will write questions and then we shall answer them by the grace of God. Number 6 mistake is confusing the ideal with the reality. Confusing the ideal with the reality. Most ladies, they have ability to dream. They have fantasy in their mind. But let me tell you, God gives things in terms of seed, so as to allow you to contribute to make it an ideal. So, you must appreciate the progress as opposed to perfection. Most ladies, they have fantasy about the person that will love them, the person that will marry them. They fantasize it will be somebody that is perfect. It will be somebody who has everything they need. That is why they call them Prince Charming. Prince Charming. Yeah. You have seen the Cinderella thing, the Cinderella movie, and the Prince Charming, or the Beauty and the Beast, that you are the one that is so beautiful, you are locked up somewhere, and somebody will come flying and killing the dragons of life and coming just to rescue you. You know? And most ladies, they have that kind of fantasy. And that's why they are looking forward to that person who can kneel down with one leg, and a gold ring, and a flower, a rose red flower. You know, they are saying, wow, this is my Prince Charming, because he can kneel. He can kneel down, but when he stands up, he beats the hell out of your life. So you must watch out, do away with the fantasy, and go for reality. God will not give you a finished product. God will always give us in seed form. If my wife was looking for a finished product, I would not be married today, because I was very raw in so many areas. I did not know much. I had not learned anything about relationship. Those days, there was no teaching like this one. Those days, men were forbidden even to stay. The way we have intermingled here, it would be considered sin those days. Ladies, they would stay one side, and the men this other side. That is how churches were programmed. So you can imagine, it was very, very difficult. You marry somebody, you don't know how to talk, you don't know how to spend time. So, and then I was a very shy person. Very shy. I think I had a demon called shyness. Cause I remember the first time we ate together, I turned this side. I was eating from this side. Was it? I said, I'm eating. She said, and it was like hell. I struggled, and I would eat, and I would not want her to see me chewing. And I think there was something wrong with my mind. There were things that were broken. That lady, she has done so much to make me who I am today. So, don't think that they will come to you perfect. Yeah. Don't think that you are looking, you are staying like a headmaster and marking. Cancel. Then you will look. You will live like that until you age. And may I tell you something, ladies? Don't take this wrong, but let me tell you. As you age, your value decreases as far as relationship is concerned. But as men age, their value increases. So the biological clock is against ladies. So watch out with your book as you're marking. This one, no. Watch out.